What up, gamers and gamer moms looking through their history? It's your boy, Gamer Girl Gandalf 942542XX. You ever been walking through a forest and then out of the corner of your eye you see a naked man run in the trees? Yeah, me too. But then you try running towards the naked man and he runs away? Yeah, me too. Then you see another one so you decide to run away because your shorts are getting a little yellow? Dude, me too. I swear, me and you, we're like this. Now you're this guy. You're the top player in the world and you just got beat by a flash drive. Dude, calm down. Like, what the hell, man? But then you play a new game and the AI does this.
I'm with you.
Guess it's nothing.
Something at shadows.
Why are you the way that you are? Honestly, every time I try to do something fun or exciting, you make it not that way. I hate so much about the things that you choose to be.
But why though? I thought AI got better over the years. Shouldn't it be smarter than these games at this point? Well, yes and no.
Wow.
Let's start with why this is important. If you're like me and you're an antisocial shut-in and you hate playing multiplayer games because even that's too much of a social interaction to deal with, so you just want to play games against something that feels real but isn't actually real, then we're on the same page. Obviously, we can't implement OpenAI into all video games. That would be absurd and it wouldn't even be fun anymore. But what if we just had a sliver, little teeny tiny bit of that intelligence in all video games? That would make it so much more immersive. The focus throughout the years have heavily relied on development of graphics and game engines, which is great, but at what cost for this? AI is a heavy part of video games because aside from games like Journey, it's in all of them. But why should I care about AI when I can just turn up the difficulty and make it harder? Shut up, I'm getting to that. Difficulty in video games, which may be another video, does make it harder and more challenging, but for the most part, it doesn't increase the AI. It only makes you take more damage and the enemy deal more damage. That shit just ain't that fun. What if instead of dealing more damage, the enemy had different tactics and it was smarter about the way it approached situations with you? What if the enemy had a neural network that could hear you and see parts of you and make its own decisions based off what you're doing? Great questions, everybody. The thing is, we already have some great AI in The Forest, which I talked about earlier, and one I'm sure you've heard a lot about, Alien Isolation. This game has a very intelligent AI, which makes the game feel all that more, oh fuck man, I gotta get out of here, I'm gonna shit myself. I play a lot of games, so the one thing I notice is the way I can predict the AI after a few hours of playing them. But this fucking game, I can't tell you how many times I've been stuck inside a locker, too afraid to go out because I have no idea what this freak is going to do.
Oh my god!
This makes the game feel so much more alive and like I'm really experiencing it. It requires all of my attention because I have to actually try to outsmart and stay one step ahead. This is what AI should be doing. It should be making you think about what you're going to do next, not just lobbing a grenade over some guys because you know that works every single time when they group up like that. Another great example of good AI is the game Fear. The enemies in this game talk to each other and try to flank the player while moving behind cover in intelligent ways, and even create their own cover to protect themselves. The thing about all this AI stuff is a lot of great AI is exclusive to the horror genre because we're naturally afraid of the unknown, so it makes sense to have the enemy unpredictable. But instead of focusing on graphics or new game engines, because frankly I think they're good enough for now, we should focus on how the enemy approaches us with intelligent AI. I believe in the next coming years, AI will become more intelligent as we develop them more. Game developers are already seeing the importance of this with games getting hated for having bad AI, especially with VR getting more advanced year after year. I think it'll come to the point that VR is a big player in the gaming industry, like major PS4, Xbox One, PC, and it's already almost there at this point. But having great AI in that will literally kind of fade the realities between simulation and real reality at that point, which sounds pretty awesome to me, honestly.
Wow.